Hey friends out there, I just want to bring you up to the booth over here, Yolobox, but we're out here at Church Front, and you can see I got my Yolobox rig right here. This is the lightest rig I think I would use. I want to tell you about it a little bit, so let's take a close-up look. All right, let's talk about this setup. Now, we're actually using a camera that does not have image stabilization. That's a Fuji X100F right now. I would not necessarily use that camera unless I was on a stabilized platform, but I brought it here to Church Front in order to give it as a demo because I think it's a nice, interesting camera that people look at and helps attract interest, so it just looks cool. The second thing is, if you have another small camera like a 6500 or 6400, 6600, anything like that, you're going to want to use a stabilized camera. But this would also work if you had it on a rig. You could use it on a gimbal. As you can see, I've got an L bracket attached. We've talked enough about the camera. Let's talk about Yolobox. This is all about that live streaming mobile rig. If you're a church and you're looking to get a mobile rig or even anything that you want to just put out there, multiple camera live streaming from several different destinations that can all sync up in Yolobox and then get to your audience through Facebook, Twitch, or Twitter, Yolobox is the way to go. And the reason is because it interfaces with so many other devices. In this instance, Yolobox itself is interfacing with the HDMI of the camera. So it could be any camera that we're using. It has an HDMI input right here, as well as an additional USB input right there. So two inputs to get video in. Going down the line, we've also got an audio in, which is a great way to make sure that we can get this over here, which is an audio interface. The Tascam Portacapture X8 is up there, and we're able to get the sound into this device so that we can go live and stream however it is that we would like. Now, the nice part about this entire setup is that it is just as small as you see right there. Check that out. That's it, right? Now, I've got one other thing on here, and that's a light. I brought a little light, and as you can see, the reason that it's important is because you need some light. So imagine this is what you've been seeing. Without it, that's what you see. So when you can add that extra little bit of pop light, something like this right here is going to be very important. Also having a diffuser is going to be very important. All these things working together give me the ability to be live on location, streaming wirelessly to Facebook, YouTube, or whatever. Now you might say to me, Rob, what's going to happen when my presenter wants to speak? These microphones aren't going to be very effective at capturing someone speaking on stage. I'd say you're right, and that's why you would use a lavalier microphone like this one. This happens to be the Sennheiser XSWD. The nice part is that it plugs in directly into the Tascam Portacapture X8, and then you can very easily get whatever you want, that spoken audio, in on Yolobox. But you might say, Rob, how do we adjust the spoken audio? Well, that's where Yolobox comes into play. As you can see right here, I can adjust all of my line-in settings, my HDMI settings, my Yolobox settings, all for my audio right here on the device. And this happens to be the Yolobox Mini. So we're going to take it back to the other side now. So when it comes to live streaming on a mobile platform, it's not really much easier. You can't very easily put your laptop on top of a camera, but you can put Yolobox on top of a camera, especially a small one. The next thing is, Yolobox doesn't only work in a live streaming format mobile, it can also work as a desktop replacement to replace all of your items that you need to stream live straight from Yolobox with title creation and everything else. All done from this very happy little guy right here. Check it out.